Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Know that I appreciate you. It is I, Jay, and I'd like to welcome you to another day in the daily life of Jay. I am saying that all over again because I was saying it before and the thing just died on me. So I don't know if I wasn't actually recording and the camera timed out or what the case may be, but it is now 7:25 in the AM on August 13th, and I am headed to work. And that grimace and pain is because my arm is still jacked up, and I don't know what caused it. It was at one point starting to feel better. The pain was very minimal, and I thought that I was on the path to healing and feeling better, but clearly that's not the case. I don't know if I damaged it in some way while I was asleep, but it's hurting pretty bad right now. And I did not wrap it. The husband wanted me to wrap it. I didn't have time to do it because I had to research something this morning before I left, which I should have done yesterday since I was home yesterday, but it never really 100% crossed my mind. It may have danced across and then left. Yeah, it may have danced across and then left, but it didn't stick. This morning when I woke up, it was there, blaring like a neon sign. Do this, do this, do this, do this. So I did a little research this morning before I left, therefore I didn't have time to wrap my arm. And I don't know that I want it wrapped. I'm pretty good as long as I'm awake and aware of pretty good with immobilizing it or minimizing the movement. It's just when I'm asleep, I think is when I need to do that too. So I'll probably wrap it again. I'll probably wrap it tonight so that it stays immobile. Because it was difficult for me to find a safe position to sleep in last night. If I wasn't sleeping on my right side. Like I said in a previous video, I am I'm a side sleeper, specifically my right side. But of course, every once in a while, we want to switch it up. And I think I switched it up sometime during the night and damaged this arm even more. So how was your night? Did you sleep well? Sleep well? How was your day yesterday? How did work go for you? If you're back at work, how did it go? Are you back at work? Are you back at work? Work for me has not stopped, with the exception of when I was on 3 weeks ESL, emergency sick leave. That's when it stopped for me, but then I went right back to work after. And if you haven't seen that video, I don't know if I'll put it in the description. I might link it. I don't know. But if you haven't seen that video, I talk about how I had symptoms of COVID-19, and thankfully I tested negative, but I had several of the symptoms. Several of the symptoms. And I still, to a degree, suffer with one of those symptoms. And it is the one that they do say is the one that lingers the longest, and that you may not necessarily ever recover from it fully. But my prayer is that I do recover from it fully. It's so bizarre that you would have so many of the symptoms testing would come back negative. I mean, I'm grateful that it did, but I just find it bizarre that I had so many of what are you okay, so many of the symptoms, and to test negative is like, wow. So what is really going on with this illness? You know, what is really going on with this virus? I don't believe that anyone knows 100% what is really going on with this virus. And you would think that as much as China has suffered from things similar to this, including this, that there would be more answers out there. There will be more research done or having been done, and, you know, things that can be looked to help answer the question of a cure, a vaccine, an elimination, you know, the cure. But our relationships with foreign countries, especially China right now, are so in the toilet that I'm not even sure that they would even share with us what they've done thus far to minimize this illness there, with the exception of the masking and the social distancing and the isolation, the self-isolation. You know, I don't know that they would share. But yeah, it's 7:31. This light always catches me up. I don't know of many times I've been able to get through this light without any issue. Probably once or twice in my 3 years of working here have I been able to, you know, get through with no problem. And that's including when I lived on the opposite side. I used to live south of here, and now I live west of here. So it's not necessarily opposite, but the other direction. Whatever the case, I still had to go through that light, just coming from a different direction. And again, not even a handful of times have I been able to get through that light with no issue. But whichever the case, I'm going to get in here and have a productive day and get through this day, and get to the end of the day. I've reached a different mindset with things that are happening right now. If you've seen my video, you know that I've been placed on 30 days probation for poor what do you call it, work results or something like that. I gotta look it up because it's in writing. And so I've got to be on my P's and Q's about my performance, work performance. That's what I was looking for. I got to be on my P's and Q's about my performance. But in all honesty, I am not enthused at all. And this is just me being honest. I am not enthused at all about my workplace situation right now. In all honesty, I'm not. And that's one of the things that I was researching this morning. Well, that is the thing I was researching this morning. What I can do about that. So I will keep you all posted. It's not something that I'm going to speak to right now because I honestly don't know who all watches. my videos. I know that they pay attention to my LinkedIn page and even my Facebook page, which is another conversation altogether. Another conversation altogether. So I'm here. I'm going to get inside. You guys are awfully close to me right now. But I'm going to get inside and get my day started. I won't get on here later on today unless I'm at home. And that's because it'll be 103 degrees here today, which means it'll feel probably more like 106, 107. The phone will not be in the windshield. As a matter of fact, let me take this down. So, peace and blessings. Remember to walk in your purpose and know that I appreciate you.